Let me ask you a question. If you are sick and you know of three doctors, one is someone you know very well, you schooled at with him or her in high school. Another one is who was a student. You are a teacher and you're the one who taught that person. And another one is someone you don't know much about. You don't know where he comes from. You don't know. You don't have a history with that person. Which one will you prefer that he should attend to you? I know most of us will say maybe the one that you don't know, you will prefer him than these two, the one that you know very well, you studied with him or her in high school, or the one that you taught him or her. But you find that most of the time, this question is about the abilities. The question we question about the abilities of people we know too well. I know we are likely to flash back the bad memories we might have encountered with such a doctor, especially maybe the one that we know very well or the one that we taught. And we may end up feeling like they are not a match to the task. We may feel like they are not worthy the call. And you find that maybe we'll not prefer such a doctor because we have an history we know. Maybe something bad they did for us, especially maybe he was stubborn or a noisemaker or something that he did. So you'll even question his ability, even if he has qualified to be a doctor, you will end up to question his ability. I know of a pastor whose friends couldn't believe he was holy enough to be a pastor because of his past. Even if he changed later, you find that people find it hard to believe him because they always refer to something bad or something that he did that was maybe not matching the expectation of many people. Well, today we read about the call of Levi, or Matthew, the tax collector. Although Levi immediately answered the call to follow Jesus Christ, there are a lot of raised eyebrows from the Pharisees and the scribes who were like, does Jesus know who he is eating with? This comes because after he accepted the call, Jesus went to his house to have a dinner, and the tax collectors and even other sinners joined. And now the Pharisees were like, does Jesus Christ know who he is? So, and even they were like, doesn't he know these people are sinners? Let me ask you a question first of all. Haven't we been found in this same situation, doubting or judging the worthiness of others? Sometimes because of maybe what they did in the past, or maybe the little knowledge we know about them. Personally, I know sometimes I fail in that, but I'm trying not to judge people based on their past experience or the little knowledge I have towards them. But from the story, Jesus answers them by stating that he came to call sinners. We think that all churches should be filled with saints. I know that is what most of us have in mind, that all churches should be filled with saints. There's a lot of questions to reflect about this, but something we need to do is to have a wake-up call. And since it's the beginning of the new year, it's a good time to have our perceptions changed or challenged. I usually equate the church with a garage where broken cars are taken for repair. It's very uncommon to find a good car in the garage. You'll only find the cars that are broken down and they're trying to come back to their full performance. So, those who go to church, it's not that they are saints, it's not that they are holier than thou. It's only that they are broken vessels which have identified that they cannot do anything on their own. They need a savior, they need Christ. And that's why we find that they go to their master, or we go to our master for him to mend us or to mold us. Jesus tells us not to judge others. There's an American saying that let us not judge someone or anyone until we have walked a mile in their footstep. Like, don't judge someone unless you have walked with that person a mile and to know what he's going through or why he does what he does. And you'll find that you'll lack something to judge that person because you'll know why they do that, what they do. So we should not judge people based on their previous mistakes or history. Thank you so much, and I want to pass my gratitude to also a person named Francis Taylor. I found this inciting, and I felt like I should share also with you. May God bless you and keep you this new year.